Hello and welcome to The Loop. I'm Matt Bruning.
And I'm Renee DeFord. School buses are the safest way to transport students.
But a tragic crash last year in Clark County that claimed the life of a student spurred the creation of a task force to examine ways to improve safety on buses and around schools.
ODOT Director Jack Marshbanks was part of the committee that crafted the group's final report. It came after testimony from parents, school leaders, bus drivers, and law enforcement officers.
Ultimately, everyone plays a role in making sure our children are safe when they go to school and on the way back. Bus drivers, administrators, parents, certainly other drivers on the road, all of us have that obligation.
ODOT will take the lead on assessing safety conditions in and around school zones on state or U.S. routes outside municipalities and help local governments do the same.
This was one of 17 recommendations from the group. The full report is available at governor.ohio.gov.
A pothole patching crew on I-70 in Madison County had a close call last week. You can see a van come flying through, narrowly missing an aeroboard truck and an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper.
The driver was cited. Last year, the Highway Patrol issued more than 3,300 move-over citations, up 11% from 2022. Already this year, ODOT crews have been hit a total of 21 times, including 16 snowplows hit. Move over, slow down, pay attention.
A unique project in southeastern Ohio is getting a grant from the U.S. DOT, known as Logistics Lane. The project aims to improve the safety, accessibility, and economic competitiveness of State Route 7 between Belpre and Marietta in Washington County.
Improvements are proposed at 7 locations along a 2-mile stretch of this key freight and logistics corridor, tying Ohio River, rail, and freight traffic together. The project also includes expanding a system that displays individual port information and allows users to see boat movements on the Ohio River.
The project estimated to cost $14.6 million, with $8.7 million coming from the grant. Construction is scheduled to take place between 2026 and 2028. This is a collaboration between ODOT and the Washington County engineer.
All portions of an interchange in Summit County are back open, with a couple lane restrictions after a fiery tanker crash more than a week ago.
The tanker was hauling 7,500 gallons of diesel fuel when it crashed and exploded. The roadway on State Route 8 and a couple of ramps between State Route 8 and I-271 in Macedonia were impacted by the fire.
So when the truck fell off of our overhead bridge up here, it came down and ended up landing on this approach slab that's behind us. We had some pretty large divots in it, knocked off a couple sections that were about 3 by 3 squares, almost 2 inches deep. The deck was no longer sound.
So I can't say enough about everybody that was involved with this. Our District 4 Summit County forces that were out there immediately after the accident occurred. Our District Bridge Group, Summit County Sheriff's Department, City of Macedonia, as well as our friends from District 12 were right on scene as soon as we needed any help and were aiding us in getting the roads closed down.
Sadly, the driver of the truck died, but there were no other injuries. Crews worked around the clock to repair damage and get the roadways back open in a little more than a week.
Get more ODOT news online at transportation.ohio.gov. Follow us on social media and keep sending those great story ideas and feedback to loop@dot.ohio.gov.